Anthony Hartwig with you. We have another volleyball season preview, and we're joined by the head coach of the East Palestine Bulldogs, John Bistarkey. Coach, thanks for coming on and talking to us about your program.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So before we talk about the excitement of this year, let's have a little bit of a recap of last year. A lot has happened since last volleyball season. So for those fans out there that kind of are unsure of how last year went, what are some lessons that you think the returning players can kind of learn from last year's experience?
Well, I think last year, I mean, we were young last year. We started three sophomores, so I think just getting them on the court and getting ready, and we're in a tough conference. There's some good teams in our conference, so I think overall experience is what we gained a lot from last year.
When you think about that experience and bringing it back, what kind of a benefit is that to know that everything you went through last year is for a reason, and you're able to bring it back to this year?
Oh well, I mean the girls, just getting that one season under their belt, playing together, only losing the one starter. I think that really is going to, help us gel. I mean, you can see it a lot already this summer with them having that 1 year under their belt and being able to play together as a team.
Let's talk about that team and the roster and some of the leaders that you think are popping up. Obviously, it was a young team last year, so you have a lot of experience that's on the court. Who are some players that you've seen this summer really step up in leadership?
Well, I mean, we've already established our captains. We got Cami Kreidler, who's a senior setter, Amara Wilson, who's a senior middle hitter, Alyssa Dilling, who's going to play. She's going to move to libero for us this season. Jordan Herstein, a senior, has come up through the program, doesn't say much, but just shows it up, on the court, her leadership. And we have three juniors that all started last season. Kennedy Andre is a junior setter. She started as a sophomore last year. Marley Blythe is a junior that started as a sophomore last year. And then Emma Ginger also is a junior that started a handful of games for us last season.
Not every team gets captains in every facet of the game. You have a libero, a setter, and a hitter as a captain.
Mm-hmm.
What's that like to have kind of leadership in every facet of the game that you're going to be using?
It's good because, obviously the libero comes off the court, but the other two will be on the court the whole time. Cami and Amara and Alyssa, they're on to these younger girls. They were there once, so they understand what type of leadership. This is their this is my third year back coaching volleyball here, so I've had them for 3 years now since they were sophomores. So they know what to expect from me, my coaching staff, and just getting the girls ready to play. That's their job. They know that, and so far this summer they've done a great job at it.
I like talking to coaches in year 3 because it's usually the year where you start to really feel like your culture has taken hold and everything that you want out of the program is starting to really find its footing. Do you feel like that in East Palestine, that the way that you want the program to be run and the culture that you want is really starting to really take its shape now that you're in year 3?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we came in 3 years ago with a new system. Some of the seniors back then didn't. It took a while for them to get used to it, but we had a pretty decent season our first year. Took a little step back last season, I think, because we were so young and inexperienced, and we lost 6 seniors the first year. So, just making sure everybody's on the same page when it comes to volleyball. There's no, you can't just take a break. It's a fast-moving game. So they've adapted to that pretty well in year 3.
There's so much pride in East Palestine. The community support never stops, and now you're in year 3 of being kind of a part of that again as a head coach. What's it like kind of seeing firsthand the pride that the community has in every athlete that walks in that gym?
Oh, we've got great community pride. I mean, we probably have the best student section at our volleyball games. I mean, they're loud and proud, and and they really get our girls going. As far as the community, everything we've gone through. So East Palestine as a whole, the community is great. We get people that maybe don't even have a daughter playing or a granddaughter playing that come to every game, even on the road. So we depend on our community a lot when it comes to the success that we want to have.
Let's talk about your schedule. Obviously, you play in the EOAC, which we know is a pretty good volleyball conference in its own right. So we'll start there. What do you think the conference looks like this year, and what are some things that you hope that the Bulldogs are going to be able to do in the conference?
Oh, I mean, this conference is always tough, year in and year out. We got teams that, Columbiana, the two-time defending champions. They're still there. They're the ones to beat. They're the champs till somebody knocks them off. Lisbon has everybody back. Southern with Coach Shansky, he'll have them ready to play. United's always really good. Valley Christian actually took a huge stride with a new coach last season. I mean, they were really scrappy last year, and they impressed me a lot. We played them twice.
And then when you talk about the non-conference and the games that really are just to get you ready for tournament time, who are some teams that pop up outside of the EOAC that you're excited about?
Well, we added Cardinal Mooney. We're going to head up there this year. We have Mohawk, just from right over here in Bessemer, PA. We've added Liberty, who we're going to open up against at home August 18th. We actually played them in a Salem Summer League, and then they have a new coach, and they're a pretty scrappy team. So we're looking forward to that. And then, of course, we're in the OVAC this season, so we don't know what to expect there. So towards the end of the season, so yeah, it's gonna be a fun ride. I think it's adding us to the OVAC is gonna be fun, and see where we stand with those teams from West Virginia.
August 18th is when your season starts, and then August 1st is when everything kind of really starts to get serious. The mandatory practices can start as well. That means you have 18 days really from 1st to the 18th to really work and get in the gym, have some scrimmages. What are some things and goals that you want to see between those days to get yourselves ready for game one?
Well, I've actually loaded up our scrimmage schedule. I mean, I'm going to put these girls through a battle before we even start our schedule. We have a South Range, Howland, McDonald. We're going to scrimmage Springfield and Poland. So they're going to face some tough competition before our schedule even begins. We go to South Range on August 5th, so it's right off the bat. We're going to see, hey, where do we stand? What do we have to prove on? Because they're going to prove it to us.
Coach, every time we talk to you, we also ask you to talk about your staff because we know that you're not the only one running the ship in this East Palestine volleyball program. We want to make sure that the staff and the people that are working with you get all the love too. So talk about your coaching staff and the people that really help you make this program what it is.
Well, my JV coach is actually going to be my daughter, Malin. My two assistants are Cindy Straney and Kendra Greaves. They both come to us from Crestview. My 7th grade coach is going to be Carson Rutledge, and 8th grade coach is going to be Corey Britton. And the thing I love about my coaching staff is not only were they just really good volleyball players in high school, their volleyball IQ is through the roof, and it really helps me, makes me feel better as a coach, as the head coach, to have these ladies behind me.
We also saw that you had very successful youth night, not too long ago, correct? What's it like to be able to put together events like that and really see not just the junior high, but even further down the line of the future of this volleyball program and how much excitement there is in the youth level?
Oh, it was crazy. I mean, we had our youth camp this past Saturday, and we had 59 kids there. So, just seeing the excitement and knowing that all these kids are interested in volleyball and even the younger kids, just doing things, at the camp that you would never expect younger kids to be able to do, or concept. In fact, a lot of the little kids told me that, oh, they have volleyballs at home. We're going to practice with them and stuff like that. So it was just fun, and it was great to see that many. We actually had like 73, I think, pre-register for the camp, 73 kids. And we actually had a couple boys that were interested that came to our camp. So it was really fun. It's nice to see that type of, interest in our program at that young age.
East Palestine volleyball is going up, and if you're not on the train, if you're not on the bandwagon, you better get on it right now because Don, you're going to put together a really good program in the next couple of years. We are so excited for it. We want to thank you for your time to come on and talk about this program, and we hope to see you again real soon.
All right, I appreciate it, Anthony. Thank you very much.